Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 7. Will present about final project. We are analysis of word stress in the video Taylor Swift's full interview with Ellen. Before we start our presentation, let us introduce our member team. The first one is Salsabila Puan, and then Sinfi Malisa and the third one is Syifa Nuraini, and the last one is Aisya Fauzia. This is a result of our discussion.
1. Theoretical review. A. Definition of word stress. Word stress is the emphasis we place in a specific syllable of a word when pronouncing it. Syllables that are not pronounced with such emphasis are usually referred to as unstressed syllables, and they are usually not pronounced as clearly as the others. Stress is the quality of vowel sounds. It has three primary characteristics: 1. Length, 2. Volume, 3. Pitch. Stressed vowel sounds are longer, louder, and/or higher in pitch than vowel sound without stress. Type of word stress. 1. Simple word stress. The stress placed on syllables within words is called simple word stress. 1. Two-syllable nouns. If the word is a two-syllable noun, we usually place the stress on the first syllable. 2. Two-syllable adjective. If the word is a two-syllable adjective, as with two-syllable nouns, we usually place the stress on the first syllable. 3. Two-syllable verbs. If the word is a two-syllable verb, we generally stress the second syllable. 4th, two-syllable preposition. The second syllable is also stressed if the word is a preposition. When a word can be both a noun and a verb, we stress the first syllable for the noun and the second syllable for the verb. The placement of stress within the word. 1. Two-syllable word. In the case of simple two-syllable word, either the first or the second syllable will be stressed, but not both. 2. Three-syllable word. In the simple word, if the final syllable is strong, then it will receive the primary stress. If the last syllable is weak, then it will be unstressed, and stress will be placed on the preceding or penultimate syllable if that syllable is strong. If both the second and third syllables are weak, then the stress falls on the initial syllable.
And then complex word stress. The words that were described were called simple words. Simple in this context means not composed of more than one grammatical unit. Complex words are of two major types: words made from a basic stem word with the addition of an affix, and compound words, which are made of two or occasionally more independent English words. We will look first at the words made with affix. These will be called affix words. Affix will have one of three possible effects on word stress. The first one, the affix themselves receive the primary stress. The word is stressed just as if the affix was not there. The third one, the stress remains of the stem, not the affix, but is shifted to a different syllable. There are so many suffixes that it will only be possible here to examine a small proportion of them. We will concentrate on those which are common and productive. The first one, suffix carrying primary stress themselves, and the second one, suffix that do not affect stress placement. The third one, suffix that influence stress in the stem. When these suffixes are attached to single-syllable stems, the stress is almost always placed on the stem. When the stem has two syllables, the stress is sometimes on the first, sometimes on the second syllable of the stem. If the final syllable of the stem contains a long vowel or diphthong, or if it ends with more than one consonant, that syllable receives the stress. For example, importance, centenary. The prefix effects on stress does not have the comparative regularity, independence, and predictability of suffix, and there is no prefix of one or two syllables that always carries primary stress. Word classifiers is one aspect of word stress is best treated as a separate issue. All appear to consist of prefix plus stem. We shall treat them as a special type of word and give them the following rule. When a pair of prefix plus stem words exist, but members of which are spelled identically, one of which is a verb and the other is either a noun or an adjective, the stress will be placed on the second syllable of the verb but on the first syllable of the noun or adjective. Summary of supporting material. Article 1. Title and analysis of word stress in the news reading videos or public relations students by Maria Ulfa, Sari Rajaki, Heni Surahariati, April 1, 2022. Summary. Stress can be defined from two different perspectives. From the speaker, stress is produced by the activity of greater muscle effort. From the listener's point of view, words that have stress always sound and are emphasized louder in pronunciation. From the analysis of the news reading videos, we can conclude that 50% of the words with stress are pronounced accordingly. The students find the other 50% of the words challenging to pronounce. Article 2. Title: Word stress problem encountered by Indonesian speakers in speaking English by Saiful. Summary. Word stress, which is one of the important properties of pronunciation, has become a big problem to the learners of English in Indonesia. The word stress problems need to be solved immediately so that the learners will be more willing to participate in communication in class and outside of their schools. Improving the learners' word stress capability would not be only beneficial to the learners but also their schools and Indonesia country because the learners will be more confident to make conversation with native speaker if they meet them and with the other students in English in school, workplace, market, store, etc. Article 3. Title: The analysis of student errors in stress placement in English pronunciation by Haryani, Josh E. Ahoyibutun, Hastini, 2016. Summary. From the oral test and written test, the researchers found out on type of error were made by the students of SMA Negeri 5 Palu in locating stress in English word that is overgeneralization. This error occur both from mother tongue influence or interlingual errors and target language cause intralingual error. While the percentage of the total error both from oral test and written test was this is categorized as high error. High error means the ability of the students in locating stress in English words, especially in noun and verb, was poor. The researchers find out that both in oral tests and written tests, all students just try to pronounce the words correctly and did not realize that they locating the stress in wrong place.
2. Instrument. English words always have one part or syllable that is stressed more strongly than others. This is called the primary stress. Correct primary stress helps the listener to understand your speech. If you slightly mispronounce a word, but the primary stress is correct, you can often communicate its meaning. So, stress is important, especially for words you use often. English speakers use word stress to communicate rapidly and accurately, even in difficult conditions. The primary stress can change the meaning of words with the same spelling. For example, address means a place, but address means to speak formally to a group. Produce means food gown to be sold, but produce means to make something. Mistakes in word stress are a common cause of misunderstanding in English. Here are the reasons why. First, stressing the wrong syllable in a word can make the word very difficult to hear and understand. Second, stressing a word differently can change the meaning or type of the word. Third, even if the speaker can be understood, mistake with word stress can make the listener feel irritated or perhaps even amused and could prevent good communication from taking place. The purpose of using word stress. First, improves pronunciation and provides practice identifying word stress patterns in a new vocabulary and helps learners to focus on the most critical words in a message. And second one, to help learners become familiar with the word stress patterns of their vocabulary words through using a visual support. 3. Steps of collecting data. 1. Determine the topic and project title. We have a topic complex word stress with the title Analysis of Word Stress in the video Taylor Swift Full Interview with Ellen. 2. Determine the video to be analyzed, and we took videos for analyze from YouTube. 3. Make a theoretical review by summarizing the material through ELITA and articles from other sources. 4. Make an instrumental about the purpose of the word stress application. 5. Take steps to collecting data in accordance with the result of the guidance and starting from points A until D. After that, conclusion with the supervisor, whether the scheme we made inappropriate or not. 6. Make a transcript and phonemic from the video that we have specified. And last, make a video of the final project. 4. Findings. So, from the video that we choose to analyze, we found 166 word stress and found 44 mistakes of word stress. 5. Discussion. A. Misplace in word stress. In a word, there is a word stress that must be emphasized to emphasize the essence of the word. Misplacing the word stress means that the primary stress on the word falls on the wrong syllable. The placement of the primary stress can cause the meaning of the words expressed to be different. From the video, we found 12 misplacing word stress.
Analysis of misplaced word in word stress. First, the use of stress in the word amateur in the video does not correspond to the Oxford Dictionary. In the video, the word amateur is pronounced amateur. The word is a noun that has stress at the beginning, so the correct pronunciation is amateur. Second, the use of the word afterward in the video does not correspond to the Oxford Dictionary. The pronunciation in the video afterward, and the correct one is afterward. Third, the use of stress in the word underneath in the video is not appropriate. It is misplaced. In the video, word underneath is pronounced as underneath, when Oxford Dictionary is pronounced as underneath. B. Unstressed word in word stress. Unstressed word when the speakers did not put the stress in all those words. If there is no word stress, sometimes the meaning in the word will not be conveyed. There may also be difficulty in capturing the essence of what is said or spoken. From the video, we found 19 unstressed words. Analysis of unstressed word in word stress. First, the use of stress in the word something in the video does not correspond to the Oxford Dictionary, which is something. The video, there is no stress, and there should be stress at the beginning. Second, the use of stress in the word wolf in the video does not correspond to the Oxford Dictionary, which is wolf. In the video, there is no stress, and there should be stress at the beginning. Third, the use of stress in the word coming in the video does not correspond to the Oxford Dictionary, which is coming. In the video, there is no stress, and there should be stress at the beginning. C. Stress in word. Error in word stress also occur when a stressed word is a word that should not have been stressed, but the speaker stressed it. This will make the meaning convey different. From the video, we found 12 stress in the word. Analysis of stress in word. The use of stress in the word fight is wrong. The Oxford Dictionary in the Oxford Dictionary it is pronounced as fight without stress, but in the video is pronounced as fight. Second, the use of stress in the word seal is wrong. In the Oxford Dictionary it is pronounced as seal, while in the video it is stressed in the beginning. Third, the use of stress in the word stance is wrong. In the Oxford Dictionary it is pronounced as stance without stress, while in the video it is pronounced with stress in the beginning. And then 6, conclusion. So based on our analysis from the video, the conclusion is even the native speaker often ignore the word stress rule. And they often depend on the intonation while speaking. They often misplace, adding, or remove the stress in the word.